Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. In this video, I will be ranking all of the perks in Super Bomb Spiral on Roblox. And just like the video I made for the skills ranking, which was this is a long time overdue, and I've been always been wanting to do this, but I've just been so busy with just everyday life things. And now I found the time to actually sit down and able to rank all 30, well counting 30 of the perks in the game. Going into this, I generally thought this would be an easy ranking because there's an obvious clear top 5 in my opinion, which to begin, this is going to be based off my general opinion. Everybody has different opinions of what is the worst and what is the best, and if you have any like share your thoughts in the comments. Like I'm like really open to hearing new things from people, just explaining their side, and I think this is all just for fun. The way I will be ranking is based on what will be the most beneficial to winning the entire game, which based on my skill level I was able to win on every single perk, but some of them I didn't even need to use and able to win, and that just shows how bad like some of these perks are. And so basically I'm going to be going based off the best for the S tier, what would be the most beneficial to winning a game, to F tier of what perks would be the worst case scenario, or the ones that do the most harm to you, like and a disadvantage to you winning a game. And we're gonna go in order from quick charge all the way to second wind, and we're gonna start with quick charge, which your skills will be recharged slightly faster. I wasn't too impressed with quick charge, but it's not horrible. Like it's not like when you look at it, it sounds like it'd be so fast at charging your skill, but for me, I'm just like, it's pretty mid, honestly. When I go along the perk ranking, if there's a perk I see above the other that on a different tier that I feel like some other perk that I put lower deserves to be alongside with it, I will change anytime. But for now, what you're gonna see will possibly be how it will be. Alright, so foolhardy is our next perk, and foolhardy, it's either S or A. For now I'm just gonna put it at A. It's definitely one of the top. It's not in the 5 that I'm imagining, but it is very, very useful to avoiding trip pulses, getting blasted around the map, which pretty much defeats the purpose with some other perks. But foolhardy is a really, really useful perk. And now we're in tank. Probably there's not going to be a lot of D tier. I think there's going to be a lot of B and A, because there's a lot of perks that are in the middle for me that are so close together, which makes this ranking so much harder than it is. At the end, I will reorganize all the perks in order that I generally think are better than the other, but tank will, looking at the list, it might be our only D tier. I'll think. I still gotta think about it. Like tank, sure, that's great. It gives you 50 max HP, but the disadvantage to it is you go much slower. And what's the point of a perk if it's not even like useful to you, but just in health? And it's a complete opposite of a different perk I'll be talking about later, which that perk is one of the top OP, really OP perks in the game. And tank is just a complete opposite, to where I feel like anyone with air dash could just troll you and just knock you. Like it's not a good perk, guys. I really don't recommend it. Alright, going to our next perk is double jump, and this perk, along with a different perk we'll be mentioning later, is, to me, going in, I thought it would be tougher to rank double jump to be the best or the second best, but going in, I have a pretty clear understanding which perk is the best, and we'll get to that later. But double jump, there's nothing much to be said about it. You get the jump twice than you would do without it. And comparing it to high jump, it's high jump. We'll get to that, like what my thoughts of it later. But double jump is more effective to getting onto high ground, like really high ground, especially if you like learn how to master it. It's great. Definitely one of the top two to choose to play and win the game, especially if you have only one perk slot. If you have doubled and there's a combo, you could just grind out wins every game. Which, if you see my videos, you understand what those two are. And we're going to high jumper, and I don't think it's quite S. It's A. It doesn't jump as high as I was going into, like, just testing out the overall perks. Like, I thought it would honestly jump higher than I tried it out with. It's not horrible. It's definitely very useful, but I feel like double jump just outdoes high jumper in such a way, and that's why I got put at A. For treasurer is for new players. I played with my friends recently in a game where the first perk he bought was treasurer, and he was able to grind out a lot of coins in one sitting. We played 16 games, and he racked up a good amount of currency to go buy different skills with, and he grinded out treasurer. And when I use it as a pro player I am now, I mean, it's nice. I mean, it doesn't. I don't really see how it benefits your game unless you have it like a double perk slot, and then you have, I don't know, big saver over here. But in the chances you have, like, who would use that combo really? Just for like, well, could you just see yourself just using this combo over and over again? But treasurer, it's all right. It's a B tier for sure. Pizza lover. Okay, so pizza lover is a good, probably better than treasurer in my opinion, because when I played pizza lover, I gained 15 health just by eating one singular slice of pizza. I didn't have the chance to see how much health you get for eating a pizza box, which I think would be pretty interesting if I had the advantage of getting that, which I probably could if I grind it out with pickaxe, which I already do. Pickaxe is the #1 skill. If you watch the first ranking with my skills, I have changed my mind completely and think that pickaxe is the #1 best skill in the game. And it would be so, like, that's how I use it with pizza lover, and that's why pizza lover is so good. It's just, if you're down in health and you just grind pickaxe, and there's a good, like, I have good luck with getting pizza. I've collected over 137,000 pizzas in the game just by using pickaxe, and pizza lover proves to be one of the top. Air dash. Okay. There's going to be a couple S tiers coming up. Air dash, it's an easy S, really. There are so many bad scenarios I was able to escape with air dash, where I was on the low tier. Like, it even, like, if you're really good at flicking on walls, like, you can get on high ground pretty easily with this too. I double slided this air dash with feather fall, which might as well put on S tier with air dash. Air dash, you can escape any scenario you will find yourself in a bad spot in. And if you're trolling players by, like, slapping them using self-destruct, which are all, like, very aggressive skills to use on other players, that also works to your benefit, and it also annoys the hell out of all the other players too. And that's why it's S. And now we're going to feather fall, which I put right beside air dash. Featherfall, I'm kind of biased about this one, to be honest with you. I love Featherfall. I think it's just so satisfying, just falling slowly, but you get the chance to map out as you're falling of where you want to go, because most of the times where I want to land, I actually get to land with Featherfall. And it's just, when you fall faster, you have a less reaction time. With Featherfall, you have a clear game, the map planned out, which being observant in the game is the most crucial to be in. So I will put Featherfall in S tier. And these are 3 out of the top 5 easy, very easy perks to put on S. Okay. Shock Absorb. Ooh. Shock Absorb. Yeah, I love this one. I really do. Nah, you're going to A. Shock Absorb was a blast to use. Like, as soon as I had to go to a different set of perks to go test them out, and I had to stop using Shock Absorb, I honestly felt so depressed playing the next game, knowing I didn't have immune invincibility to being shocked by lightning, or having random parts flicked at me from across the map and dealing 5 damage. There's so many times I died just because of those random pieces that hit me. So for that reason, it is A tier. Now for Big Saver, collecting coins gives you your health. Yeah. For me, it's about the same tier as Treasurer. I think it's very, very nice to use when you're grinding coins per se. In general, when you see a bag of coins, all you really need to do is just stand on it, and when it explodes, you really don't do any damage at all. If you're lucky, maybe just 5 damage dealt, but it is a good perk to use. If you're really low, I'm always referencing pickaxe to everything. Again, if you're using pickaxe and you happen to get a gold coin, I mean, that's easy health right there. Very beneficial overall. Bomb vision. Show red dots where bombs are hiding, even through walls. I love this perk. Probably a lot more than most people do, I would say. But, yeah, I guess it is A tier worthy. When I played it, I had a good time with it. I knew where everything was. It's a blast to use. Okay, next perk. Oh, where do I begin with Crystal Wings? I'm gonna remove Hollow Wings and Aurora up here too, because they're all literally the same thing. Sorry, I just got done eating dinner. My throat. Okay. Because I got a lot to say about these 3 right here. Okay, so the wings. These are... I say this all the time in games where everybody just in the chat is like, oh my god, I am literally saving up all my money for, more specifically, the War Rings. Because that is by far the most expensive perk you could possibly buy. And I'm telling you right now, you might as well just buy every other perk before you get your hands on Roar Wings, especially when the new players come in and just is like, nope, I want the wings right now. No. The wings are by far the worst perks in the game. Like, especially Aurora is probably the worst of them all, because most of the time when I get hit, if I ever do get hit, I don't really ever get hit with wings, because if you're a very cautious player, you'll be fine. But you just when you get hit with the Aurora Wings, you literally freeze, and you don't just freeze, you deal damage. I don't really remember how much damage, but it's enough to almost kill you. In a sense, it's not even a perk, it's literally a disadvantage if you get hit. And if you're playing on 5.0, well, you might as well say game over. Sure, you could probably survive a lot more in a lower intensity, but there's really no fun in that, really. But in an average game, you're more likely going to have more bad than good games with all 3 wings. So, Crystal F, Hollow Wings F, and Aurora Wings also F. And to be honest, this is the F tier. Like, this is gonna be it. Honestly, this is it. So, on to the next perk. See what skill of perk Okay. Yeah, I like this one because I like knowing what other people are using, what combos they're using. Um, yeah, I've had some pretty good games with this, so I mean, uh, if Bomb Vision is, because I did this back to back for Bomb Vision. I guess I'll put it next to Bomb Vision. Pretty good overall. I really like it. Nice to see who the attackers are and who are actual healers. Good perk. Good perk. Regeneration. Slowly regain health after not being damaged for a while. I do like the perks that give you health after so long, maybe at the end of the round or just randomly like this one does. Yeah, I'll fit this next to the coins. It's lower than coin in my opinion, but I mean it heals you. There's nothing wrong with that. Like you get health, you get health. It's free health after not getting hit for a while. Unless you're really bad at not getting hits, then that's a problem. But I know with me, I would rack up regeneration pretty quick, so that's nice. Unseen, homing rockets will no longer target you. It's a top of the A. It is the top of the A tier. It is a very, very good perk to where you don't have to worry about whatever is chasing you or anything. It's a nice perk. Really nice perk. Gas mask. Become immune to poison clouds. Also, once again, same as the one next to it, it is very handy to where gas, there is going to be you're going to witness a lot of games where sometimes the whole entire map is just covered in gas and you have no choice but to sometimes run through it. And I just feel like if you have gas mask, well, you're already outliving the other players. So easy A, in which antifreeze is the same thing, but it is not as effective in survival. Unless you're in lava, then you can't freeze in lava, which I've had many times now. Unlucky, fortunate accidents with that. I could just imagine if you use anti-freeze with Aurora Wings, then you wouldn't freeze per se. But I mean, don't use Aurora Wings. Expert's Touch. Become unable to activate touch-based explosives. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about when I say there's a lot of A tier. There's just all of these are just so close together. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty happy there are a lot of perks that are deserving to be perks instead of being downgraded. Some of them are just, I see some coming up that are just plain stupid, but Expert's Touch, easy A. Like, you can't deny it. You can ride missiles where you could travel across the map for free without having to use the hover skill. It's just, I like that one a lot. Panic Shield. Gain a short force field on taking damage, which I am not a fan of this skill. It is worse than Quick Charge in my opinion in the C tier. Quite honestly, I'm pumping it to D. What? You only get a Panic Shield for what, like 2 seconds? Not even. And it just, I didn't feel like I was really secured after I got hit. And it's just, if you get ping ponged, you're still gonna die with this. It's not gonna help you. It's not. Okay. Our next perk, randomizer. Well, I mean, if that means there's a chance you're gonna get one of these 5 and some other bad ones that will be coming up later, it's pretty mid. It's in the middle, really. It's close to D, but it's in the middle. Because at the same time, you can get a pretty good loadout with any of the top ones, but there's still that chance you'll get the worst skills. So, randomizer, not too high of it, honestly. Last trick. Okay. What is, I know I said Aurora Wings is the worst, but come on. Last Trick is... Like, what's the point of this one? Alright, going to our next perk. We have Last Trick. And... I know, let me read this correctly. Leave behind a valley of bombs where you lose. Okay. Is this even considered a perk? Like, how is this a perk? When you die, you leave bombs behind you when you lose. How does this benefit you? This is the opposite of winning. In the case of maybe Last Trick is the worst perk of them all. No, yeah. At least Aurora Rings will give you somewhere at least above 1% of a chance, where 0% goes to Last Trick. Last Trick just doesn't do anything. Only when you die. In Aurora Wings, sure, you have a great chance of dying, but at least you can still travel in style in the sky. Last Trick, what is even the point? There's no point. The fact you can randomize and get that. Imagine getting Aurora Wings and Last Trick in the randomizer. Oh my god. I'm gonna try that out when I get back in the game. Oh, that sounds like... Nah, I want to throw up now. Okay, Unshakable. Next perk. Become unable to be knocked down, which I have mixed feelings about. I think sometimes it's nice to get knocked down here and there. Because I know I've had some, like, I got triple pulsed and I fell, but like there was a homing missile coming towards me, and I don't know how, there's been many times where like a little force has pushed me off a ledge so I didn't get hit by the missile, and when the fall I still survived many times. I never die by being triple pulsed anymore. Unshakable, I'm not the biggest fan of this one. So, C. Yeah, it's definitely a C tier. Oh, okay. Speedrunner. Yeah, we're getting back with the A's here, or the S's. Improve your speed. Who doesn't want to run faster? Yeah, it's just a blast. It's like I haven't had a combo with Air Dash and Speedrunner. I don't know how that would be, but I would imagine it being pretty cracked, honestly. Speedrunner just increased speed, which, simple as it sounds, it is one of the most effective perks in the game. So it deserves a spot in S, honestly. So Heavyweight. Bombs won't knock you around nearly as much, in which I will, similar to Unshakable, I will put this in C tier, because I still feel like it's okay. I feel like sometimes being knocked is not always a bad thing. It's also can be a good thing. For me, at least, it's mostly a good thing. Okay. Tough Cookie. Gives you plus 25 max HP. Another simple perk. But it doesn't really give you much of an opportunity to expand your horizon, like not being shocked, which happens frequently, or getting targeted by homing missiles, gas bombs, being frozen. It's not as high a class as those, and it's just 25 HP. It's very easy to lose while you progressively go on in the game every round. But B, I mean, alongside regeneration, and I guess all the stuff that heals you. I mean, I really don't care for Tough Cookie, and it's not obviously my top 15 pick or anything. That's just a quick estimate. Hold on. All right, because I would have these three above Tough Cookie for sure. Okay, we're down to 2 perks left: Fireproof and Second Wind. Fireproof, not without a doubt, S tier. Is such, before the Fireproof got nerfed, you could like I remember I jumped for a minute straight one time in lava for a whole like 30 seconds is my record of not taking damage at all in lava without having a fire shield or anything up below my feet so that it registers that I'm in the lava. All I had to do was just time my jumps perfectly to the point where even if I was in lava, I wouldn't take any damage. But now that the lava, you can step in lava now and you'll still live. It'll take about 30 damage. I mean, the game kind of got easier like that, I guess. But fireproof still hasn't changed anything for me. I still think it competes as the top 5 in S tier. Second win. Survive for most of the round to get last minute heal. Well, I mean, it's a perk that only lasts for the last 30 minutes. Initially going into this, I really... Now I kind of want to put Quick Charger in B, because I don't see this being better than Quick Charger by any means. That means I would have to put Quick Charger in B, which I really don't want to, but probably it makes the most sense I put both of these in B. Yeah, it's a second win. I mean, no, it's kind of dumb. A second win's a C tier. It's just you can only use this at the last minutes. Yeah. That's what I got. That's it for me. Okay, so this is my ranking. I'm gonna put these all in order, which I like them all in. F I really don't give a crap about. Tank is better than Panic Shield, definitely. Let's see here. Randomizer, the last of the C tier, because anything below C is garbage. So if you got randomized with any of that, it considers randomizer pointless, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm fine with the rest of C, just randomizer being last. B tier. Quick Charger is better. No, it's not better. What am I saying? It's the worst one here. Okay. I think Bug Server is better than Treasure, honestly. At least when you can collect coins to give you health, but with Treasure, I mean, you can see where everything is, all the coins are. But honestly, I don't need this. Like, no one really needs that, right? Like, just open your eyes. Okay, A tier. This is a tough tier to really rank here. Pizza Lover, Shock Over, Bomb Vision. I guess I'll put Tactician at the end. Alright, I'll put all the top ones for sure over here. I'm gonna target you, that's a pretty good one. Shock Absorb, really good. Gas Mask over here, Anti-Freeze. Unable. It's sad because I know Bomb Vision is a really good perk, but it's just getting passed down. I feel like no, it is a good perk. But is it better than High Jumper? Yeah, I think High Jumper is better. Okay, Expert's Touch. Honestly, is Foolhardy the best one of A though? I mean, Shock, big one. Gas, a big one. Antifreeze, not really. Put another freeze right here. Experts touch on Steam. Pizza lover. Okay. This is really hard, guys. Yeah. Shock. I think shock is better than gas mask. Honestly, I don't like. It's just what is so hard about it. Top 5, I could fall down for sure. Experts touch. Unseen, I think, is better than experts touch. The thing with pizza lover, I know for me it's good, but honestly, I'll probably have to put it right here. Yeah, I think I'm fine with A right now. I think this is the order in which I see it. Okay, top 5. Top 5. Fireproof, speedrunner, featherfall, air dash, double jump. The best 5 to get in the game. As much as my biased opinion really wants featherfall to be in the top 3, I know in my heart that it is not. No, it's gotta be number 5. Okay. Speedrunner is is a easy number 4. Air dash, number 3, and then we have double jump and fireproof, which I think anybody can agree with me that these are without a doubt the top 2 perks in the game. But which one's better? So here's the thing, it really depends on the player. For me, I'm good at parkour. I'm really good at getting my way back up off the ground into high land. I showed my videos I've done pretty insane like stunts to the point where I don't really need double jump. I just need to make sure as I'm immune to lava, or at least when I jump in I only gain 15 health, so it's not that bad. I mean, it's nerfed now, but still not bad. At least if you got flinged into lava, you were not going to die immediately or take heavy amounts of damage. So, I mean, that's good. I will say that fireproof is probably catch me on different days, but today, right now, probably how I'm going to feel mostly going into any game is fireproof. Will and probably always be the best perk in Super Bomb Survival. Anywho, well, this is my list, everyone. I hope you enjoy this. Something I always wanted to do was rank all the maps in Super Bomb Survival, and I believe even with the new update, there's over 120, I believe, different maps. So that's gonna be a big video, which I'm excited for because I already made a list and I kind of threw them under my shelf. So I'm gonna have to dig them back up and get back all the different tier lists. Unfortunately, there is no tier list of any map, which I wish is a bummer because I wish there was, and that would be so much easier, but I would have to get pretty crafty with that, and right now I'm just not in the crafty state with how I am going along with school and just overall life. But overall, thank you for watching. It's been great. This was fun. This is really fun to come back into this. I hope to upload more. I have made a 40K video. I don't know if I'm going to upload it, but if I do, hope you enjoy it. And I've also made 100,000 pizza, my 100,000 pizza milestone, and that was also fun to get. I don't know if I'll also post that, which if I do, I have to dig up some footage. Anywho, thank you for watching. Everyone have a blessed day. Take care.